Just saw Adacaptain smoke towards Garden, and they dog that way, but they're not biting on any of this. There's nothing to suggest the rotation's going to be coming through. Yetuche with 2 on the round already. And the site should be open. Nick playing back, trying to hold things down on his own, and he will fall, leaving TZH all on his own and still rotating back A.
A nicely timed split there from the side of FUT. And I mean, TZH is going to have a rough one here. Just maybe try to get as many kills as he can. Try to build up towards that Brim ultimate. Yetuche with that Sheriff. I mean, he just went huge there.
He made it look easy doing it as well.
Yeah. And that was off of a re-aggression, too, from DRG. They wanted to re-clear that shower space. And I mean, when you play a slow round like that and let the clock tick down, the defense wants to find info somewhere, and this time around...
Yeah, TZH is taking, as you're saying, that there's nothing to suggest that the cutting of noise has led to a rotation back B. So they're able to sit on this, but you're right, the shots are so crispy out from FUT.
30 seconds
And so
left.
they brute force their way out onto the site. They get every single kill, with the exception of TZH, and Adacaptain knows where he is. A flawless bonus conversion.
This is so insane. He pushes through.
That is bold.
That Omen smoke, and that will allow the rotations to come in. But Yetuche, he's locking it down. He's popping off. He's 6-1 so far. And CNET is pushing up. Close spawn.
And he's still healthy to get more.
Spike play.
The Seekers are going to hunt Luke down. All huddled up in spawn. That's not where that TP was supposed to go.
All good.
But he stays down in hell. The knife not going to tag anyone up in heaven now. A reposition up, facing into just one. TZH took a little bit of damage, but it does not seem like DRG are interested in attempting this retake at all. They just want to try to save the weapons, mainly Luke's op. And FUT want to hunt. Think about.
Yeah.
Oh, that trip.
Ooh, but
messy.
no punish there, Doug.
And, the timing was just brutal. Vukashi was falling off of box as soon as the trip goes off. But a little bit of success found. Numbers away of the defense for the first time all map. Mr. Fallen quietly creeping up into Hookah. There's a lot of presence here, and it's only going to get worse. Yeah. Shion 7 on the rotate. Luke with Hop is going to be on the flank.
Nice shot.
Very nicely done. Adacaptain has no idea where the other member is. Both will fall, and DRG get their first.
They take this timing aggressively into showers.
He also had the knife that came from Cracks to confirm the showers was cleared. The ult is triggered, but the paranoia buys a beautiful amount of time. That was gorgeous from Adacaptain. A rocket will go off. But it's not going to find a single target. Op still in hand from Luke as Cracks on the swing. Trying to buy some time and buy some space with Molly. And Luke's doing everything he can to try to stay alive, but
Spike planted.
much like a couple rounds ago, he's surrounded.
Another 5v3 post plant.
Oh, they didn't know? I thought they had a great idea that he was there, but he punished his. FUT still up number, Spike still planted. Bukashu and Nick with much to do. They've gotten out onto the side. A 1-for-1 surely doesn't add up this way, but it's all counting down to once. He's got Seekers as well. Does he choose to use them? Facing into the wall, taking the decay. Fight not given. Yetuche patient, the snap was almost there.
An A hit, and that dagger will connect on both players in shower.
Right.
So they have all the info in the world now.
And then because of that, they're flashing all the way into it, and they're pushing into the space as well. TZH does well to stay alive and to drop one. Manages to find a second.
Not a few.
Feels like a round they shouldn't be losing. Yetuche with showers control has to take a step back with a grenade in his face, and now the Seeker's making things worse. The numbers low. TZH with 7, Yetuche on the swing. He will punish, but the spike is out of reach.
Toxins going up. Poison orb emitting.
And he's sitting at 11 HP right now. But he's been really, really stellar so far on this map.
A spit to his name. And 11 HP to play with.
Oh, I'm not sure if he heard that dog at all, but
30 seconds left.
if he did, he probably would have taken a quicker timing there. Regardless, DRG know where he's at. They should have him dead to rights here. I wonder if he's going to go for a TP play.
Grab the spike and then try to get out, maybe.
Yeah.
The time is short, though. He's got 15 seconds. I don't know that really has time to do this, but he's going to try. TZH knows, he spotted him, the cape gives him away.
Good delay with that Brim ult. That'll allow Bukashu to rotate into the site. 4 players for DRG, geared and ready here.
We've gotten silly, haven't we?
Plant the spike.
Yeah, the judge is so strong in that U-Haul position.
An interesting decision. But FUT now down numbers. Mr. Fallen weak.
Gunner.
And TZH is, he's dialed in.
He's so good. A lot of success from DRG stems off of his back.
Here.
I mean, he's kind of like a hard carry almost.
Still alive here. Still with an opportunity to secure the round.
30 seconds left.
If he is the hard carry, they're gonna have to solve him. And that CNET does. Both 43 HP. You're still down in numbers in a really big way. And you've got Nick who's on a flank.
Satchel out.
Walls closing in, time is short. They're gonna have to find some space and do so quickly.
Grenade. Satchel out.
Paranoia though setting in as they have no idea where the opposition is. They invest the Harbor ult. Luke gets 3. He TP's in, but the ult used on the other side, not gonna connect.
30 seconds
But they
left.
know he's there. The satchel, the nade, everything to keep him at bay. Meanwhile, Captain tries getting a little bit back sight, but
Last player standing.
he's got him in too far. Mr. Fallen, a 1v4,
Brimstone
now
down.
1v2. Xion 7, 10 HP. He just doesn't really have the time to do this.
That
Checking
bomb's so
every
far.
single corner. That's another one that falls.
I got this.
They've got Crossfire on him though. You have no idea that Nick was playing in pipes. DRG. Attention turned toward showers, and sure enough, that's where things start off. A great opener by Xion 7.
Bomb buddy out.
He's
Great job.
collided his way to 2.
Yeah, that was a great job from the Harbor there. Yedeje, let's see if he tries to
got the cove.
do anything funny here.
There was no cove. I thought he was playing behind the
Spike
cove.
down A.
Fortunately, Luke was there to stabilize things,
That's it.
slow him down, scoop up the spike. And now Krax is going to be playing on the other side of the trip. He does have a knife. No real way to identify where he is. Meanwhile, TZH, who's been so good these last couple of rounds, you're right, pinged him out on the minimap. They know where he is. The nade is there. He's got to throw it in reverse, and it's right into TZH's lap. The pistol goes the way of DRG. Has a flash and a knife to play around, but he just got tagged up so badly. Meanwhile, DRG continuing to push forward. The flash on the other side of the wall, and DRG very well may convert this bonus. 3 rifles still stand. Captain on the flank.
Spike planted.
Is anyone watching it? Cracks falls. It's all on to Captain now. A 1-round lead. It's all it is separating these two squads. And pistols again for the EMEA reps. This is the one that they
Down
win.
B.
Just like that. 3 members dead on the side of DRG.
Last player standing.
FUT decided to fight fire with fire.
Thrifty.
That might just be the approach. That might be what pulls it off as the MasterCard Thrifty comes through.
I suggest you move.
There it is, right on cue, including satchel forward. Luke getting the best of Mr. Fallen. Nicely done from the duelist.
That's showstopper now.
Triggered right on time. Oh, they pass right by each other, but he sees them. The wisps from the Reckoning give him away. CNET and Captain, the last 2 that stand.
Xion 7 killed Yedeje on the flank, and now he's already in shower. He knifed out. I don't think FUT are going to be aware of this Harbor.
The timing could be disastrous. It's so tricky to deal with, but they've gotten it down to 2. CNET spotting another. But again, that was the win condition.
It was.
Now position given away. Smoke on the side, he's gotten it down to 1.
Standing.
CNET has ult. Unbelievable. Detect on
And he hears
Yedeje,
him.
remember, those fights had been going the way of the Cypher. Almost punishes him here. It's only 1-for-1 the other way. The ult TP back to reinforce the defenses of the site. Luke finally falls,
Spike planted.
but Bukashu getting plenty of info with that ult. Mr. Fallen's on the flank. They know where he is. The trip catches him. The ult catches him. Nowhere to go.
And Xion 7 just slipped the net as well.
It's the 2nd time now. Can he punish? Yes, he can.
There it is.
Cracks falls. 3v2 the way of the attack and tap onto the defuse.
Not again.
TZH has to win it alone, and he can't. Ult popped.
That's a great ult.
It's really nice. Nick falls. There's really nowhere for them to go, but they're trying to brute force their way in.
Can't use that.
The Bucky. He's got one to his name already, and he's in a perfect spot to potentially get another one.
Lukash is so weak, though. Shion 7 is as well. They're not healthy, man.
Nice.
Oh, but they're going to pull it off. CNED with the up. Changing a less precise weaponry, but more effective, more aggressive.
One enemy remaining.
Shion 7, 6 HP. Trying to tuck in the cove. Will fall. Taking space. Oh, what?
Okay.
Shot. Again, they can shoot, man. That's never in question. Nice timing on Mr. Fallen, trying to back him up, but DRG are a step ahead of it.
At a captain's Omen teleport is just not working this map. He just teleported in the open.
That knife tagging 3. Spotting the last. They know exactly where everyone is.
He has a flash.
This is
Player
winnable.
standing.
Problem is, he was really kind of fighting on his own. He was on an island, yet J was nowhere near it.
Planet. Launching smoke.
A difficult 1v3
Yeah.
facing Viper. It's over.
Suggest you move.
There's
There
that
it is.
harbor ult.
The first one used. They know where Krax is. I really like that from Luke. A nade on the other side, from one side, a spam on the other to try to corner him.
Bomb buddy out.
But Krax manages to dance around everything and almost gets away with it.
2 spam kills this round.
So you don't need to see him.
And all DRG need to do now is play a disciplined post plant. And that's why you see TZH all the way in the back, holding the only gap that's possible. And he will have a Molly lineup as well if anybody taps the bomb.
FUT are going to go for this. They don't really have the money to, but they commit.
Good timing from Luke. He's got 21 kills now. When did that happen?
Stepped up in a big way. So DRG will get to 9, potentially 10, barring a thrifty win from FUT. A 5v5, the Paranoias, both flashes out. Luke taking a lot of damage, down to 40 HP. Nick isn't much better off.
Oh no,
Shion 7 as well, they're all in tatters, but what they do have is the element of surprise! J gets 2, but the trade there! Number still the way of the defense, as CNED is looking to put him away himself. Time is short, Bukashu can be the hero. He got it to half. He should get the defuse. 1.81. FUT take bind.
Depositing Luke here in top
Yeah,
mid. He's gonna hear the rotation and Fallen is one shot.
Stay
They're
down.
playing the map very nicely.
And now they come back. This is really clean.
CNED has not moved this entire time.
Luke is too far ahead of his teammates though.
Now dashing away, repositioning with 13 seconds left. The spike is just barely going to make it out. Crack still has a molly, but he picks the wrong side. They're going to be coming down steps. CNED with the tap onto the first. Now the spike hits the ground.
Down B.
So does CNED, but the round is done.
It was a really good round initially from DRG. The spam will come through.
I expect the J to try to take the fight. The door goes down, and so does Shion 7. J on the trade, though, not able to put up much more of a fight. Luke slowing things down to 55 HP, and CNED's there to surprise him, punish him, drop him. They're still healthy, though, on the side of DRG. There's still a chance at this. So 2v2 as Krax falls. Trying to reposition down into hell. They're going to have to play on the other side of the smoke. The Molly's going to buy a little bit of time. They have a flash as well. There's no other utility on the side of the attack. CNED on the prowl. They both are trying to get up ahead of the smoke and get the kills. And they are going to succeed.
Not at all.
Does hit the cam, though.
It's a big kill.
And he punishes Mr. Fallen. Nice to get away with that. Meanwhile, Ad Captain to out behind them.
Spike
Takes care of Luke. The spike is sitting across the middle of the map.
Cover going up.
Just as quickly as the round starts, it's down to a 1v2.
It's only been like 25 seconds. And there's kills everywhere.
He's dead. A little bit of KJ utility, but that will go down as the ult goes off. Ad Captain spam to the smoke will connect. But FUT trying to hold the line with the numbers advantage and ults aplenty. DRG continue to push, though.
I almost don't want DRG to plant the spike, Doug. Is that bad?
Yeah. Flash up in heaven, TZH. Pushing Cracks off. And now the smoke. This has been where they fall apart. They're down in numbers too, man. The spam as we've got the lockdown, but Nick going aggressive. He might catch another. Oh, but he's been
Player
caught.
standing.
Fully sold out on that play, leaving TZH to be the hero on his own. A 1v2, both members weak. Waiting, daring for the swing. The first will fall. 5 bullets left. Yetuj got it to half. The Molly will buy a little bit of time. There he is on the swing, and TZH the hero again. And there it is, right on cue, tagged. Oh, it's so tempting to go after Jet in a position like that. He gets a kill on him, but Nick commits to the plant. Meanwhile, TZH, the hero from the previous round, on the flank, but it's covered.
Look at how they
Zenit has to mind his footing. Still lands the shots on a Jet2J. DRG should not have been able to get away with that. And the numbers advantage, one more, the flash through. Whoa, my gosh, a second falls. 5 HP though. Mr. Fallen, he's got an Odin up in heaven.
Standing ahead.
Switching to the rifle, going aggressive, having to get the defuse, the shock. Just a little bit off the mark, but he's surrounded. He's cornered in, he's got nowhere to go. All they have is sheriffs.
Yeah, but remember behind.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh. Seen it landing a shot onto the first, but swings back in and connects onto Luke. Krax has gotten 3! How in the world does he get away with that? For them to find a little bit of traction, having to just face the smoke, and they do so with success. There was nothing on the other side of that.
Just timings. Timing peaks everywhere.
Spike planted.
Big numbers advantage here. A 2v4 turns into a 2v3. One step closer. TZ's position here really nice. And it's not just him. There's a little bit of help on the other side. Bukashu playing in hell. The fight's gonna go sideways. Here's where it'll go. He surprised us before.
Nick is isolated right now.
And Bukashu's dead. CNET pushing forward, trying to find a little bit of space. Turns over to the blades and he goes out. Drops Shion 7, tries to get the head off Luke, cannot connect. They're so weak. Be in time. Sectioned off by the smoke. Forced to watch. Still gets his value, still gets a kill. A 3v3 for the site with 13 seconds left. The spike eventually planned, and Mr. Fallen trying to spam into the smoke. Not going to connect. Repositioning back towards B. Meanwhile, Yetuj playing mid. Trying to control the rotation, but it's all coming in through spawn. Luke just got decapitated, but of course it's traded. Mr. Fallen keeping it up on his own. Bukashu with attention divided, knows there's at least one behind him, has to deal with him. Time is short. And the nuisance that is Yetuj has just won them the round just by his existing, just by his positioning. Very nicely done.
One enemy remaining.
Sometimes you don't need to do much, Doug.
Out of captain, gets bested, A main.
They have Nick stuck right now. Cracks with the KO molly.
Oh, seen it. Dashing forward, taking the fights on his own. Finding Luke. Fortunately for DRG, the TZH is
One
alive.
enemy remaining.
Mr. Fallen has to win this 1v2. He's got to try to get the spike, and he's spotted. He's out. Oh my goodness, he was ahead of it. Execution style. Seen it, and Cracks don't know what hit him.
And he's going for more.
Ooh, just narrowly missing that window.
The name of the game now is just discipline.
FUT have to be careful here, man. You cannot let DRG back into this game.
One enemy remaining.
They're going to be on an eco in this next round.
Here.
The other
They're running them down.
The other concerning thing too here for FUT is that there are a couple of ults that are starting to come online for DRG.
Yep. Not really reading into it.
Pops at A. Luke not able to get much more than that, but maybe Nick can. Really nice steady aim. Really nice crosshair placement. He's destroying them. The flash from Cracks will counter though. And they've inserted Yetuj. He's hearing all of these rotations. He's going to call the troops back.
I think
But
Shion 7 saw an elbow.
Shion 7's the only one who hasn't made it back. You're
30
right.
seconds left.
The pings on the minimap confirm the suspicions. But do they? I guess he thought they were going to go back market. That's the punish. And now more utility to keep
Player standing.
Bukashu back.
They want to give the kill to Yedeje so he gets that Killjoy ult online. And he will get it.
Blades over the top though. Luke trying to get some high ground, does connect on the Blades. Now dashing back, he got in, he got his kill, and he gets out. Nicely done. Oh, he's hunting for more. He's wrapping around, Captain's dead. Understanding where the pressure's coming from, they have to turn their attention forward. But they've inserted a couple of members mid.
Proactivity from FUT, and they heard this cat drop.
Almost gets both. Only one found. Can Yetuj succeed here?
Krax is still alive. Anything's possible.
A 1v2. Taking a little bit of damage. Now they know where he is. That's the only flash he's got to his name. Knife won't matter. Util empty. The second flash through. Walls closing in. He can fear the footsteps. And he will fall. Main. The flash out through. Nick holding the line. Holding the space and trying to just take the fight.
That was
seconds
Sheriff
left.
still playing backside by himself. Now surrounded by the utility, by the members of FUT that are knocking on his door.
Here.
Bukashu and TZH so far away from the play
Spike planted.
and so heavily outnumbered.
Their economy's so healthy, though. You should do as much damage as you possibly can, because if you can get at least 3 guns out right now, you have a chance
There's one.
to snowball the rounds after this, right? If you win the next, the economy might suddenly be broken for FUT, and then you might be on match point.
They're still trying to play for their exits. You see FUT trying to find safe passage out from the site. CNED cannot. As soon as the smoke goes down, yeah, they had to clear him because of the drone that was coming out from main. Captain's TP forward already, but he falls. I don't know that they're going to find access into the site, man. I don't know that they're going to be able to brute force their way through. They're trying to peek out one by one through the smokes. First ult use, CNED dashing forward, trying to find some space as the Molly's at his feet. Luke not able to land the shot. The third round of that fight goes the way of CNED. But they're starting to surround them, a deep alarm bot, and they're going to pivot back, you're right. They baited DRG into fully committing
30
B.
seconds left.
That's a beautiful call.
Last player standing.
Jeez.
DRG invested everything into that hit. And the rug was pulled out of under him.
Yedeje got all the way up top mid as all that pandemonium and chaos was happening. And he heard the rotations. And once you hear that Omen ult come through as well.
And he's been sectioned off. The one benefit is there's a little bit of help via TZH if he can stay alive, but now position given away. The paranoia comes out. Luke has to tuck. Captain falls. They've held the line. 3 of them fall. The spike in no man's land unless CNED can do something about it, and he cannot. CNED on the reposition. Still has that glass cannon in hand. But Xion7 getting up close. Mr. Fallen on the counter. The attack still with a little bit of bite to it. Although outnumbered. 10 seconds left. Now committing to the spike plant.
10 seconds
Bukashu
left.
trying to play aggressively on the other side of the smoke, facing into it by himself, recklessly pushing forward. The high-low waiting on the other side as it dissipates. He jumps and he falls. Now it's on to TZH to win this 1v3 as the spike has been planted. He's got time on his side, but he's all on his own, and he will fall. Can they get past this? He's ahead of the smoke, spots the feet, cannot connect. And now spam
30
through
seconds left.
with the shorty in hand. They decide to ignore him for now, but you gotta be careful. He's right on your shoulder. The defense will have to hold the line here as best as they can. 3 apiece, potentially for tournament life. The spam not connecting, 10 HP, he will fall. TZH has been a hero, but he will not convert.
Attackers win.
FUT stay alive.